Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. So yeah, some of you was right, one of you was right. There is a part 2, to messages for the divine masculine, sorry. It's a shame, it's a pity that not more masculines, tried to get messages, because to me they were very interesting. And I'm like laughing a little bit because you keep teasing me about my feet, I can't help that they're so small, and that's how I need to channel, it's just that you guys can't see that mostly when I have the cards here, but I need to feel the floor to channel. So let's start. Messages for DMs or from DMs for 2021. Welcome everybody. This is crazy, people. To this like high priestess, you don't even have to believe it. This is a really strong way to start in 2021. Some of you divine lovers will spend time together and have like relationships together. This is like concrete love, This to me is like together, like always together. Always together, and that forever, to this high priestess here is like I'm here to deliver this message here. I can see divine lovers spending time together in 2021 and being lovers. Yes. Oh, and I forgot to tell you people, something marked my cards. Like they're completely new. I have not even used them really, because I'm still getting used to them. And I woke up this morning like, a little bit of that water stuff, and you can see it with all of my other cards. I've had them for a long time. That never happened, where I put them is like dry and things like that. So I did not understand why there was like a mark on my cards. I'm telling you, this year is going to be a year like of cup energies, people, believe me. And just to let you know what goes on in the psychic's life, my cards were marked because I had like a problem with them like being brand new. This here is a little bit like spirit telling me, don't worry, they got something old too, they'll speak to you. And I know that I will have to like get rid of them, by the end of this year. And because it's like a watermark that I cannot explain, believe me, this here is like a water energy that's going to be flowing. And I can even see it here. This is not a 3 of Cups. This is like, a karmic situation. This is like pure joy, because you guys spend time together, for a change. And to that high priestess, divine masculines, that's how you have to know that this thing is going to play out, Like that should be your motivation, that should be your destination, your end goal, like the light that you're following. I am going to have my divine counterpart to myself this year. I'm going to be loved. I'm not going to be by myself, we're going to be happy together. And this here, people, it adds like madness to the situation. This here is going to be mad love, people. To that 2 of Cups is like you guys, will not even get enough of each other. This is what I'm seeing here. That's beautiful. Like a beautiful way to start a reading. And I can see that happening for many of you. Especially if you have air in you, like masculines, It's a little bit like spirit telling me, hold on to your thoughts, I can see that happening a lot. For a lot of divine lovers, sorry. But even more so if you have air in your chart, And I'll tell you something else that I'm feeling. It's funny that this here is being displayed. If you are a king of air, like a masculine of air, you know. I can tell you a lot of people are like trying to hold you back, or maybe just holding you back. It's maybe like a family that you have with the third party, and at this point here you guys are just living together. It's not this Two of Cups anymore. That's like for later a little bit. It's possible that you have like a family or like some serious ties, you know, to somebody king of air. Don't let these people or this situation, or for some of you even many children or many people that you're used to, you know, hold you back from you know, this blessing that you should know is coming your way. And I hope that it makes sense to you. I can see literally kings of air, you know, though I don't have the card for it yet. I have to see what comes next. Leaving a situation to start anew with you and actually start spending time with you. But for the king of air, what's like holding him back is either like people or ties or even children, you know, that they have with this karmic here. Yeah, definitely for some king of air, and for a lot of masculines actually, like changing the woman that's in your life, you know. It's funny. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, walking away, a change in like who matters to you, who is your like priority or something like that is definitely something that I can see here for the masculine energy. A change of focus as to who your counterpart is, and it involves, you know, leaving something or somebody behind, is exactly what I can see here. This can involve breakups, separations, divorces, and like crazy changes in your life, people. But like to focus on the feminine energy, or the feminine, I mean the energy that's like opposite to you, is going to change. You will see yourself walking away from like a previous concept of it, quite frankly, and I hope that you're following me. A change of focus as to who your counterpart is. I can see that. Oh, that's good, people. It's like what I tried to tell you yesterday, like, you know, divine masculines have to come to a point where they make up their minds, you know, about this thing here. And it even comes to as far as, you know, a simple question. Sorry for being tongue-tied. Like, who is my feminine? I need to know who is my feminine. Well, the high priestess, you know, she knows. Well, I can see it here a little bit, like now I know who my counterpart is. I can see that happening in 2021. Yeah, it will happen. Like the end of the masculine energy, or a lot of masculines, you know, coming. I mean, yeah, the end of them being indecisive about who you are and what you represent to them is exactly what's going to happen in the future. That's what the future holds, people. Oh my lord. Yeah, that cup energy or that water energy is very real, people. I can even see like the watermark again. I don't know where that water came from on this card here, and I don't know if the camera can catch this. That's crazy. Brand new cards, just like as if water fell on them and nothing fell on them. I thought it was maybe from my hair being wet and all these things. No, it was like I'm sorry, you know, I have to say that. It's like I paid attention, nothing dropped, you know. And this morning it was like, you know, as if water had fell on a part of it. Is really weird. Brand new cards. I see exactly what spirit is trying to tell me, and I don't even have the last card. I know what's coming, you know, in the future this year. Love, people. I need to go on, but I cannot like clarify these cards. I refuse to take back what I just said, you know, and I know it to the Wheel of Fortune and even the High Priestess, that's actually my energy as well. It's like, you know, this Lovers or like this Cup energy, emotional, like, you know, paradise for some of you is going to, like, you know, I can see it to the Wheel of Fortune here, literally turn the dark night of the soul into happiness, people. And I'll tell you, for most of you, it would just have to do with the fact that now you're not by yourself anymore. Now you're spending time with somebody else. And believe me, if you go towards the right counterpart, is not going to be just spending time, it's going to be perfect between you all. So I'm telling you, this Cup energy is coming to brush away, you know, the dark night of the soul. And I hope that you caught the message. Yeah, it's coming. I'll tell you something, this year is going to bring not just like the union, but people excitement about your life. It's like, you know, the union is going to replace that dark night of the soul energy. And this here I see as excitement. We're together, we love each other, we're happy, you know, things have changed between us. Definitely changed to that World card. We're like, you know, bathing in the Lovers energy, we're doing things together and we are in union together. That's exactly what I can see, you know, coming. And you know, I said that sometimes now. I'm a Cancer, people. So to this High Priestess, the Empress and the Chariot, believe me, people, excitement and unions this year. And a lot of people are going to be like divine masculines, you know, closing a cycle around, you know, not being able to actually have excitement in their lives. And you know, to that Lovers card, it's like some of you guys just want to jump your DFs, you know, like, girl, just come over here, you know, I've been waiting for your, you know, ASS for a long time. Just come here and see what I'm going to do to you, is exactly what I can see here. And I'll tell you why. It's because these two cards are already out. This here, you do exactly the stuff that the masculine energy has in mind, you know, and that's coming this year for some of you. And it's funny, what I can see too is like, you know, this here, when like a good energy is always followed by like a negative one, it's like, you know, you have a choice to make. You have a path to choose, you know. It's like this here is the goal, literally, to that Sun card, you know. Which one is it going to be for you? Because I can see here, before you reach that point is literally like all DMs included, you know. This here, if it's not like hitting rock bottom, is like one step, you know, like away from it. And you can't even hit rock bottom because you're stuck, you know, you're like entrapped, you know, in this whole process here. If that's the case, believe me, choose to hit rock bottom and really see what's going on there. As to, you know, this would have been like a 9 of Swords. Or decide to pick yourself back up and, you know, to free yourself from what you're feeling. But I can see a lot of masculine, like actually nearly the integrity of the ones, you know, resonating with my energy, meeting some kind of a dark place, you know. I'm telling you, because those are not 10s. I'm telling you because this is not a 9, you know. That this thing here, there's a way out of it, you know. Either go deeper to go back up, or pick yourself right back up, you know. But that's the message, people. I can see pain coming. And definitely feeling like trapped around this pain, like, you know, this here is like feeling helpless, if not hopeless. But you can see it for yourself, you know, to the masculine energy. And for those who follow this series, these cards here, they always come together in like a placement that I would not miss, people. To that like High Priestess, the Sun card, the Lovers, the Chariot, and these two here. Yeah, picked it, Spirit. Thank you very much, you know. There's like a counterpart, or literally, or like another side to the pain that you're feeling. Is actually the reward that you'll be receiving to this Chariot here, and even the Justice here, and the Lover's card here. Just keep pushing through DMs, you know, because the like justice or this actual union, people, is coming. And I'll tell you something else. If you want this like karma or divine forces to act in your favor, all you have to do, you know, is to be like, either to keep your motivation, you know, towards the stuff that I told you. It's like, you know, it's not going to be easy. I can see it from the lines, you know, before. And even when you feel trapped sometimes, I'm telling you, you're advised to like always, you know, keep riding the right side of the fence, literally. Don't let this thing here discourage you in like losing your morals or your value or something like this along the way. Keep heading towards the right direction. Don't lose that, you know, if you want this karma to be served here. And to this Tower card here, I can tell you things are going to happen that are going to like, again, either make you hit rock bottom or want to fight, you know, for yourself. But you're going to be triggered, and obstacles are also coming your way, divine masculines, you know. And I hope that you heard me, and I can see the trigger here. Emotionally triggered, yeah. And I'll tell you why. It's because for some of you, you're like newlings, you know, at being chasers. And I'm telling you, this like female or feminine energy, they're coming towards you with like I said, receipts and things like that, just ready to, you know, all the stuff they bottled up, ready to give it all back to you. Some of your feminines or the feminine energy is going to take you for a ride, you know. And because you're new at being a chaser, I can tell you emotionally it's going to take you down, it's going to trigger you, but you just stay like motivated towards the end goal. Don't let these triggers or like, you know, the feeling of being a chaser and like, you know, you're maybe having your counterpart like rejecting you and things like that. Don't let that get the best of you, especially if you're new at this thing here, like a little bit like you, if you are a newly reformed DM, like, you know, you woke the FUCK up, then you know you're the one we're talking about here. If you just woke up, you're gonna be triggered emotionally. And I'll tell you why. It's like a little bit like, again, giving you a taste of your own medicine, you know. Yeah, definitely triggered. And if you ever reach that, you know, the point where you feel like even your own heart, sorry, cannot take this anymore, just understand that you're dealing from energies literally from the past. Believe me. It's like a little bit of that karma coming back onto you. That will help you also to like, you know, bite through the Tower moments that I see coming, you know, your way this year. It will be like unbearable at times to you. It will feel like that, you know. Well, believe me, looking back on things is what's going to help you, you know, deal with the situation. But I'm telling you, it also involves something, and I know it, to that Emperor energy here, like, you know, you gotta be in your power as well. You can find reasons, you know, causes for the consequences of them that you will be facing, but you cannot be in the energy of guilt, you know, if you want this karma to clear out. And I hope that you heard me. It's got to be somewhat of a positive energy attached to that. But the explanations of your current or like heartbreak to be are all in the past, and I hope that you heard me. Yeah, yeah. It's because of the way you treated her. Yeah, it's because of the fact that now you know she's coming to her power emotionally. Definitely, and she's like keeping her distance from you. She'll show you literally what you've done to her. And believe me, like, you know, I'm a woman, but I really try my hardest to be fair in this life, you know. And I want to think of myself as like a typical type of woman, because some of like the raw woman's reaction I don't really like, you know. I think that they are, please, you know, don't try to kill me or hurt me or anything, but some of them are a little bit like primitive, you know. I can tell you, when a woman wants to hurt you, she can do it like, you know, literally 8 to 10 times better than you. 10 times better than you do. And way back when, you know, when I was a fiery woman, that's what I used to say, you know, to my boyfriends. Like, you think, you know, you're I can't curse, you know, but you think you're effing me over, I will be effing you 10 times better. That's exactly what I can see here. You literally hurt her in a natural way, you know, quote unquote. She's going to hurt you in a very elaborated type of way. And you got the message, you know, you heard it from me. Because I know of women too, you know. It's because she's healed in the meantime. If you see like a woman really like standing up her ground to you in the future, and I know that woman is coming, you know, I've been getting that energy, just know that it's the energy of healing behind it. You know, you would think, oh, she's gotten worse. No, she's gotten better, you know. She's just like what you call it, but like giving you the worst back, you know. And she took some time to heal and to work on herself, you know. Lets you know she's not going back to no BS, you know. Definitely, it's like either something new, something real, something that starts right, you know, or you can, you know, keep literally like walking. I can see it here. It's because this woman took time to heal. It took her a lot of time and effort, you know. She's not going to go back to nothing that's like not brand new, people, believe me. It's like we build this thing right, or you can keep on walking, you know. And because I have to bring this like back to the masculine energy, you know, just know, masculine, that like healing, just, you know, take it from your counterpart. It's a long process, you know, but you gotta start somewhere, is what I'm seeing here. Oh, these things that I'm talking about, they're happening, you know. Let me tell you what these women did to you. And you know, that's the psychic amongst them, people, the one, you know, who knows the stuff. And she's so psychic, she may even have like told you about these things here. Okay, I knew this card was here somewhere. She may even have told you about these things here. And for some of you, to that Ace of Pentacles, like the placement, it can even tell me that, you know, back then she told you about the connection, and some of you did not believe her, you know. Well, I can tell you something, these DMs, if they have not, and some of them have already, know that this connection is very real, people. Very real to them. And because of the placement, you know, this could represent the past. Some of them already know how real this connection is, people. Believe me. And some of them, even some of you DMs, even realized, you know, how much this connection is like important to you. And I'll tell you why. It's the second time I get this energy in this reading here for DM. It's like, you know, do you understand that it will, I don't know how to say this, it will determine every single thing that you're going to become. It will determine the type of man that's going to like become of you. This very connection to your counterpart, and I hope that you heard me. Believe me, people, those are pentacles, is not what you think, feel, or like your connection to the invisible world. This here is literally how you grow old and gray, how you live, your livelihood, your everything from your birth to your death, you know, literally. That's exactly what this, how important, you know, this connection is. Believe me, it determines everything about you, and I hope that you heard me. This here is like a very clear and short message to me, is like, you know, understand that it's in reverse, people. You cannot be in the energy of not believing in love, not ever wanting to like settle down or like find yourself someone. I feel here the idea too, to what I just told you, that people feel now like masculines, like, you know, I gotta find myself somebody, because I cannot keep on going like aimlessly about love, you know. I can see it here. And believe me, to that King of Pentacles too, and even to this card here, like the change from someone who didn't even believe in love, I know it, to that Ace of Pentacles here. The change is going to be like a man you can actually count on, and who's got something to give, or who's really ready, sorry, to be generous when it comes to love, actually. And that man is real. It's like, you know, a little bit like I was a player at times, and this here's the crazy type of player too, to me. Because he does not even care about love, you know. Like the page wants to be close to you, but if this one here is in reversed, you know, it's like he doesn't even believe in love. Like, you know, I'll just do what I want my whole life. I can see a change, you know, for like DMs who felt like that. And definitely them like turning or wanting to turn into the type of man who would have something to give, you know, to his lady. And if that's not how you want to turn out to be, I'm telling you, to this Ace of Pentacles, that's exactly the type of energy that you have to aim for. Like, you know, let me be generous to the feminine energy. And believe me, people, especially if you're a King of Pentacles. Let me go on. This is crazy. It's like on your way, starting now or starting this year, or like whenever you're ready. Don't forget, you know, to bring the wisdom with you, or like the sum of the lessons that you've heard on your journey. I mean, that you've learned on your journey, sorry. Otherwise, you're going to encounter her, people, the Queen of Swords. Bring your A game on when on your way to your woman or on this journey, otherwise she will cut you off. Lets me know the woman here is ready. She's like distance herself from you. She's working on herself, on her money, on her interests, on her betterment, basically, and that there is something that she'll be able to keep, you know, whether you're with or without her. She's not playing with you anymore. So I'm sorry, it's funny, I would like give you these messages, and the only type of energy that could interrupt this reading here, my father just called me. So let me go on the way again. Bring back, you know, or bring, you know, the lessons with you in this Hierophant here, because she's posted and ready for you to mess up, basically. That's what she wants you to do. That's what she wants you to do. I'm telling you, these women took time, you know, to work on themselves and to free themselves actually from the mental conflicts, you know, around this situation. In other terms, you know, to that Queen of Swords, you know, you would understand like the completion is the Ten of Swords. Well, you know, she's indifferent to you at this point, sorry. That's what I'm seeing here. Like, you know what, I just don't care. DMs, you see her energy, believe the stuff that I'm telling you, you know, that's the kind of women that you're going to encounter on your way. I keep getting that energy, like the feminine energy is also growing, you know, collectively. Believe me, you try to do the same thing or like change, just play your part, if nothing else, you know. Play your part, DMs. What I'm seeing here is literally like get your woman, the real one, the true one, you know, instead of being just like mentally conflicted, because believe me, she doesn't care anymore. She's not conflicted anymore. Work like strategies literally with that Hierophant to get your woman to that Ace of Pentacles too. This is a woman you'd be able to touch, actually spend time with, actually love on, and I can see it here, have conversation and excitement with, you know. Choose her, choose to work on her instead of like giving your energy, you know, to being mentally conflicted, because believe me, she's not anymore. Yeah. And believe me, people, she's also like in her masculine energy, this woman that I'm describing here. She's coming through like strong, people. Believe me. So, you know, you gotta literally like match her energy. Work on yourself. Keep learning, you know, on this journey. And don't give in to like this mental conflicts or like what your mind is telling you. This here too, it has to do with like being able to quiet your mind, as the Four of Swords is already out, you know. Quiet your mind and send the energy onto getting yourself like, excuse me, physically closer to that woman. This is crazy, people. You know what you're advised to do, masculines? I know it's because that High Priestess, you know, is already out, and it's actually like the first card. So in this new cycle, what Spirit is saying here, like if it were me, that's the message that I would get, you know, like pay attention to the stuff that you're feeling literally on your way to this woman here. That's what you gotta do, you know, on the way. Believe me, those messages literally, and you can even see it here to that Queen of Cups, they will guide you, people. Your intuition is going to guide you this year. All you have to do, you know, is to keep catching the messages while you're working, you know, on yourself. This here, this Ace of Wands is like coming up soon. This here is the divine helping you, people. Literally get your woman. But there is like a condition for that, believe me, a change that has to do with being wiser and definitely like correcting yourself or working on yourself. Definitely in that Hermit energy, definitely in that Hangman energy. Yeah. Didn't I tell you earlier, like the Four of Swords is already out, so I knew the Five of Swords was actually in reverse, like, you know. You gotta free yourself from the mental conflict, believe me. Like, you know, you gotta quiet your mind and like push your energy onto this woman here. You can see those meditative type of energies here, the Hermit and like the Hangman. That's exactly what you have to do in your life. And even to the Four of Wands, you know, like the type of activities that you do by yourself, you know, DMs, you're advised to tap into this energy. And remember the thing I just told you, you can see it here to the Moon card, you know, is like quieting your mind, being in this meditative type of energy is exactly how you're going to receive, you know, downloads from the universe. And all you have to do is like to catch them, people, and even to her here. And I hope that you caught this very message here, because if you can tap into this energy, you're good, you know. But that energy is going to show up, you know, when you're by yourself and when your mind is quiet, you know. I really hope you caught this. That's like giving you the path where you won't even feel like you need any reader in your life, because you have like a straight connection to the divine, basically, and to what's coming, you know, ahead of you. That's crazy, you know. I hope you caught this. Some of you very soon, I can see it here, you know, it's literally like, you know, you be in this like meditative energies, you get the downloads, you know, from the universe. You'd be like on your way like a rocket, people. Unstoppable is what I'm seeing here. Unstoppable. So much in tune, so connected, this like light speed type of connection, you know, like dying down on you, literally at light speed, you know. You're like unstoppable, and that's the picture I'm getting, people. If you can tap into this energy, you'll be unstoppable. That's how quick, you know, your energy would be. And I hope you caught that message. Let me tell you something, people. This new love here, with that like loving, caring connection to the feminine energy, this new love, or like this cup energy that I can see flowing, you know, this here is like it's going to be crowning, literally. And I know it to that victory, to the fact that now DMs, you know, are like in the future you would have healed yourself like emotionally. The Hierophant is already out, people, but believe me, this is your graduation, people. Well, your graduation day, you get, oh, this is crazy, you get to have like literally this passionate love here. I'm telling you, I could feel that energy, you know. It's like some DMs, and then you would know this here is like me really channeling your energies, DMs. It's like if the creator sent you on this journey, then you know some of your needs must have been like undermined by the creator too. And I'll tell you why. It's to like bring your focus literally with that devil energy onto the things that you have to learn. Why I know that is because I'm a true one, people. Believe me, to that sun card and that queen of, that high priestess. I've been to the, and I've had confirmation here, sorry. I've been through the process, people. And what I can see here is literally like you promised this passionate love, you know, that was always denied to you because you're on a spiritual journey. When you get to, I hope you're following, when you get to have yourself in check, like emotionally, that passion, that intimacy, the stuff that you were always denied and always wanted is going to crown that. You're going to graduate literally into a beautiful night of passion, and believe me, this night is endless, people, with your counterpart. In other terms, just work at your emotional stability. You're going to meet literally the freak you've always dreamt of, people. And that's that. Let me go on. This is crazy, you know, but I know it to that Fool card, and even the Hermit here is like you're by yourself by the moment, right? For most of you. Do you see how the Hermit turns into the Sun card over the stuff that I just told you? Believe me, people, DMs, this here, you get a chance, and I'm still waiting for that Ace of Wands here. You get a chance, you know, of some kind to rebuild, you know, this thing here. And your divine feminine may actually be the one to extend it to you. But somebody's going to make a decision to give an offer, you know, to rebuild things. Well, believe me, the energy will switch from the Hermit energy to the Sun energy with this offer to rebuild here. That's the true deal, people. So if somebody offers you to rebuild things, ooh, DMs, like, you know, to that Fool card, like, get on that train, even to that Tower here so fast, you know, that your DF cannot, like, even take her offer back, you know. And check which card I'm having here. Believe me, people, I'm a little bit tongue-tied and all, because these thoughts, they're like rushing literally through my head. But I'm telling you, somebody, for some of you, is going to give you an offer, and they're not going to give that to you for nothing, you know. It's because you got a divine connection to these people here. And I don't care what it looks like, you know, you better take the offer. The offer is the path, or like the key to that, you know, door to blessing. If you don't take the offer, literally, you'll stay in the Hermit energy, is exactly what I can see here. And I'll tell you something, to the Tower card, and even that like passionate energy that I just showed you, it can start with just your DM saying to you, well, you know, I'm feeling some kind of way tonight, you know, please come take care of me. Ooh, people, be on your way, like like light speed, basically. Take the opportunity. It's going to come like a surprise, you know. And it may even be like on this like erotic type of platform. If you're listening to me now, please remember that, you know, that's the one. That's like the opportunity that you need. You see that? To the Magician, to me, I love like binary code as well. To me, this card here signifies like a clear yes, like you're right, you know, to that Ace of Wands here. I'm definitely right about the stuff that I'm telling you. My judgment to that High Priestess and the Queen of Cups, I could be done here if I wanted to. Some of you, your divine masculine is like going to magically change her mind, or like have like a change of heart for a second. If you miss this chance here, you would be literally like the Fool of 2021, like all to yourself. And I hope that you caught this message here. Some DF, sorry, is going to magically like reappear into your life, and it would have to do with like a quick believe me, a quick change of heart here. Is because she would feel connected, or, you know, like everything, or the right type of energy around her. She has like a quick change of heart, or like of judgment, and she reaches out to you. Even if it has to do with intimacy, you better be on your car, plane, rocket, you know, transport like so fast, you know, and go to this woman, because that's where the blessing begins, people. And I hope that you caught that. And some of you, to these 3 cards here, like the stuff, or like the experiences that you would have with, you see that? I knew it, you know, that was going to be like something strong. The experience or something that you will get, you know, with your DM is like, to that Magician card, is going to be something like either like a miracle, out of this world, extraordinary, extraterrestrial type of thing. Literally like interstellar type of things. Is going to shock you, like, you know, either the power that she's got, or like the connection, or whatever it is, you know. Believe me, when you understand like DMs, the depth of like what your feminine represents to you, you're going to be amazed, you know. And I know it to that card here and even to this one here. Some of you definitely cannot stop thinking about your divine feminines for the moment. Literally like night and day. At night, I mean during the daytime you feel sleepy, so you daydream of her. And at night you can't even sleep, so you wished you could dream of her, is exactly what I'm seeing here. Crazy. On edge, you know, because this love here, I keep telling you, this connection here is so strong. It's like it's taking you down with it, you know, masculines, and you wish this thing here would stop. It's not going to stop. All you have to do again, set yourself in motion towards this woman here. Don't give in to the mental conflict, just go for your mission, you know. That's all I'll say. Like, just keep your focus on your target, you know, and she's the target, believe me. Anything else is going to cause you stress and depression. And I'll tell you something, to that Queen of Cups here, this reading is very rich. And I can only pray that you catch it, you know, because this here is amazing. Is literally, believe me, I'm giving you the heads up, you know, about the obstacles that you're going to be encountering and how to deal with them in these two cards here. It's like, you know, if you don't know what to make of this energy, believe me, that's my card, you know, and she's the one who's actually sending out that type of energy. Try to transform it, you know, try to be like somewhat psychic as well and make sense of this energy instead of like letting it get the best of you. Sometimes the way you feel that, you know, like wouldn't allow you to sleep or something like that is just the energy that your DF is sending you, people. Believe me. Just make sense of it, you know, like spiritually, literally, instead of like being afraid of it or letting it like stress you out, depress you and get the best of you. You feeling the wrong thing. It's just like the intensity of this love and this connection, you know. And this type of love here, it comes with like obstacles and challenges. Is like, you know, do you really deserve this? Do you really deserve her? If you are in that energy of being stressed out, you know, about that, it's just because inside you feel like you do not deserve her. Like, transform that energy. You want the feeling, like the bad feeling, to go away. Do anything in your power to feel like you deserve her, and then the energy will change. Those obstacles and challenges coming your way are very real, very real. And let me tell you why they'll be there, you know, to that start card is literally like to let your light shine, to teach you how to let your light shine, divine masculines, to uncover like the real you, the loving you, like what you have inside your soul and inside your heart. Let me tell you something, these obstacles that you will encounter, they're like God literally like either communicating with you or like, I don't know, putting his touch, you know, onto you. And I hope that you caught the picture or the message, you know. You're a divine masculine, so these like obstacles that cause you pain, they are orchestrated, you know, by like higher forces, people. Doesn't mean that you don't have a connection to the divine, and doesn't mean that you're not loved. And that's that. My 3 last cards. Is like now to that high priestess here too. Is like, you know, there's no more mystery to this thing for you. Believe me, this card here is in reverse because there's a lot of positive energy here. Spirit is not going to tell you like, you know, regret things. Free yourself from the regrets. It's a little bit like now you know the truth, you know. into this one here too. Now, you know, have no more regrets. And I told you last time that devil energy too, even to the Hierophant here, it signifies to me that, you know, there are laws, you know, of this universe that are above our comprehension. We serve at times like either the positive or the negative. So, you know, at the end of the day, this negative force is part of life. Even if it was like onto you for a second, divine masculine, you know, you still have to free yourself from that guilt. No reason to be guilty here. You just played like your perfect part in this perfect universe here. Believe me. Now you know the truth. Have no more regrets. This reading here, if I was a masculine, you know, I wish that that somebody would take the time to do a reading like this for me. It was full of like spiritual messages, you know, and I hope that you caught them, people. So that was my reading for you, divine masculines. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. You can also make donations, you know, to the Empress and her family, or to my channel, or to book a reading with me. Everything is in the description box. I wish you a nice evening. I'll take a chance to wish you again a happy new year. Take care of yourselves, stay healthy, and I shall see you soon. Bye bye.